Hello.
Oh my goodness, two new people. Hi.
Hey.
I've heard about you too. And I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
who's Adam? Who's Brooklyn? There's also someone named Moni and someone else
Monet.
named something else that I've never met before.
Alex. I haven't
Okay.
met either.
Well, I'm DeLeon. Hi, Alex.
Hey.
Hi, Alex.
Safe again.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey.
I haven't met you yet.
Yeah, I haven't met either of you. I've met
I'm
Adam.
sorry, I can't hear you,
Right, yeah.
Brooklyn.
You can't
Is your
hear me?
mic on? Try muting and unmuting yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it's kind of glitchy.
Okay. That's weird. Never done that before. So,
Oh my
DeLeon,
goodness.
is that how you say it,
well, hi,
DeLeon?
my name's DeLeon.
DeLeon.
Well, we're back, DeLeon.
I know, right? Where is everybody else?
Well, he said there's a couple more of you.
Right,
So
he did say.
Yeah.
more people. I wonder who it's going to be.
Yeah. You think
All right,
Wesley went
so
up?
Wesley might be a power player today.
Right. I feel, especially after yesterday.
Who?
Oh, he was lit. Wesley.
Who?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I don't know
what did you
him.
say?
oh boy. So DeLeon and Alex, what's like I haven't met you guys yet. What groups have you been in? Like where do you think everyone is right now?
I have.
Well, we were in the safe group yesterday.
Right.
I don't know. Before that, just meeting everyone else. I don't know.
Mhm.
So yesterday we were in a safe group, but I think I don't know who's gonna be in. I'll be honest. I don't know. Probably Kelsey again.
Right. I'm waiting on more people to show up.
Who
but
do you think
remember
is worried?
Kelsey had a really high score. So what if she moved up?
But it was based on something else last night.
Right,
Based
right.
on decision making instead of personable this time. So
True. So what?
I don't know. I'm curious to say. I really think Wesley is a power. Listen, he has it out for
Really?
Mhm. Oh yeah, I saw
He
a
was doing
totally
it.
different side of Wesley yesterday.
Oh, I
And
know.
Really?
was like, okay, like,
Is it better
I
now?
like this. It made the game way more interesting to know that like people weren't just chilling. So
I only met Wesley once, but like when I did meet him, he didn't seem like that big a threat. Like he wasn't dumb or anything, but I don't know.
Okay.
yesterday, when I tell you I met a totally new Wesley,
We saw you.
Really?
I was like, ooh.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, he was like scheming. He like already know this
Can
person.
you guys hear me now?
This is
Yeah.
way better.
It's better? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It was laggy. I don't know why.
Well, we're back. It's cool. Don't worry. I'm just
Okay,
waiting.
so DeLeon and Alex, I don't know you guys yet, so you should tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am from South Carolina and I am a graduate student. And so far, I've been in the safe group.
Okay, what are you studying?
Education. I'm getting my master in education.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
And then
Well, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a flight attendant.
okay,
I studied vocal performance when I was in college.
so you can
So-
sing.
I sing opera. Yeah.
All right, we're going to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I am obviously Brooklyn. I am in nursing school. I graduate this summer.
Nice.
So I'll be a nurse. I'll have my bachelor's. I currently work in the hospital.
What a time.
Yeah, I know. Didn't exactly sign up for it, but I mean, you do what you have to.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I am from Iowa, but I work in Nebraska and go to school in Nebraska.
I would have thought Brooklyn, but
New York.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, New York.
right.
Yeah.
So
I'm Adam. I'm from St. Louis. I'm going to college next fall. That's all I got to say about me right now.
what are you going to college for? I think you told me, but I forgot.
I haven't quite decided yet. As of
Okay.
right now, I'm thinking marketing.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
You can definitely do something, especially with social media popping now.
Right.
Like definitely, like I just signed on to be a social media rep for Queen City in Charlotte, and like I see that there's so many jobs like that just because social media and marketing are just becoming more and more like popular. So that's good.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Totally.
So last night, what do you guys think about last night?
Oh, our group was
So you were in the safe group, you
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
right?
really?
Wait, what groups were you two in last
Oh, yeah.
night?
I was in like the non-threats group. I was at risk of being kicked out into the void, and I was like terrified the whole time, dude. Like, I'm still here, so it's all right. But
You shouldn't have been.
I don't know.
I was in the power players group.
We figured that out.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
I
But
didn't meet Brooklyn, so I didn't know.
yeah. Yeah. So it was really rough last night. It was really hard. I'm not gonna lie.
So who'd you guys kick out?
She can't tell. I guarantee you she can't tell us.
I don't think I'm allowed to.
Well, did you
All right,
specifically say that you're not allowed? Or here we go.
Yeah, Nick, give us some info.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Nick, can she tell us? You should tell us before he says you can't tell us.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Because then
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Right. There we go.
Nobody is joining. Oh, so and she can. You can say if you want. Ooh.
All right.
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though. I hadn't met you two, and you guys were obviously in the safe group, so you guys weren't anything to worry about, obviously. But Adam, I had met you, and I had met everyone that was in the group. I think in the non-threats group, I believe, and they hadn't met you because the Flash was the Flash and Lils were in there with me.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew you said that.
The Flash and Lils were in there with me, and I hadn't met Lils yet. That was like brand new. But very hard deciding who we wanted to like, kick out. But I had met you and they hadn't, so they were like, and I was like, no, I liked him. He rapped. He was cool.
All right.
Wow, she vouched
Well,
for
thank
you.
you.
You better keep her close. You better protect
Oh yeah,
her.
most definitely.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
We didn't hear the answer yet, though. What was it?
Right. You don't know. She might have vouched in the opposite direction. She's just trying to hype it up right now.
Right. Well,
they hadn't met him, so like that was the only thing, like the only reason. Like it's not like they didn't like you or had heard bad things about you. They just didn't know you, and they had met every single other person in that group. And I was like, please don't kick him, because there was other people in the group that I would have rather had kicked just because I don't trust them. Like I don't think they're who they're pretending to be.
Right.
Who else was there?
Yeah, who else was there?
There was Monet, Lindsay, Elizabeth.
And what group was that?
This is the bottom group.
This is the
this is the non-threats and Elizabeth.
What?
Oh. I told you that was gonna shock me.
Wow.
I'm shocked. Can you say their names again? I'm sorry.
So it was me, Monet, Lindsay, Elizabeth, Treasure, and Maria.
Marie.
Maria.
Wait,
Yeah.
but Maria's not doing it anymore, is she? Or was she in the group?
She isn't? She was not in the group, but she was technically in the group, but she wasn't like on the group chat.
I think she dropped out. I think she wasn't able to do it anymore with work or something.
Oh.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I'm very like shocked at the. See, I knew that.
We thought some more of those people were in the top group. You remember?
No, it was just us three.
Wow.
Huh.
Dang.
Okay. So tell me about the Flash and Lils, because I've heard a lot about them, but that was all from people that were in the non-threats group. So I want to hear what you guys think.
Okay, so I can tell you about Lils
First night.
because me and Lils have been in the same group up until yesterday. Lils is into like psychology. When I tell you Lils can look at you, you don't have to say a word. Lils can tell you what you majored in.
She can read you.
What you want to go in, how many brothers and sisters you have. She can tell you if you have a mental disability.
What your social security is.
Having a single parent or not. Like when I tell you Lils can tell you everything about you, it's so scary.
She can read you.
Huh.
She read me.
It's just like and it's just she's real quick with it.
Mhm.
Her and the Flash, they're both in that background where they help people with like mental disabilities.
Mhm.
So
They're
him
both
as
Okay.
well.
psychology therapist type
Yes,
people.
and I'm just like I would just sit there like yeah, just agreeing and like chime. I'm like, sis, don't like come for me, please. And like I'm just praying.
Listen,
that I, just
I
get to
think
sit
her
in
and
this
Wesley
group.
are in the same group tonight, and I wish I could see that because
That would
know
be
they
a
have-
lot of class.
I haven't met Wesley. Tell me about Wesley.
You know what?
Okay, so Wesley is cool. I like Wesley, but I'm just gonna say this, and he's open about it, so it's not like we're saying anything that Wesley is out for Lils. Like he's ready for whatever when it comes to her. So I wish I was in a group listening, like, where's my popcorn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For her. But she knows that he's ready for her. She knows it's not a secret. Like they're like he's ready to see her. So I'm like, ooh. Okay.
But they have met yet or haven't?
They have.
They have.
And they're not fans of each other?
We going yeah.
Oh man.
Drama
comes in.
Also, the first time I ever met Wesley, he was so quiet. So quiet. The second time I chatted with him was yesterday. When I tell you he led that conversation, like it was when I tell you he was like rolling with the punches. It was a totally new person. Like me and Alex were like, wait, like Wesley, where did this come from? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. He had all of us on hush mouth. When he told us his strategies, we were all like, oh.
Yeah, I shut up real quick. I'm like, okay, just like
his strategy, is that what you said?
Well, he
was
it
out. He like, whoever is the biggest threat, I'm taking you out first. Like,
but he told Lil that to her face. He told Lil that on camera. Like she was like, y'all. She said something like, "Oh, y'all better not vote me out." He was like, "Matter of fact, I'm coming. You the first person I'm coming for." Black.
And I was like,
dang, he's putting a target on his own back. Then.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have revealed it right away.
Me
right.
either. I'm like, you need to.
I'm not doing anything like that at all. Like, I'm voting people what I think, and like, I could have totally. The reason I like when I was a power player, the reason I voted the like people out that I did, or voted that they should be voted out, is because of how I think they are. You know what I mean? Like, I had nothing to do with like their personality or like if I thought they were going to be a threat or not. Like, it was just like, I don't think who they are pretending to be. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Okay, so who was voted out then?
Yeah.
No, you still didn't say it. Like,
yeah.
We're not gonna say it in Brooklyn. I mean, a little bit,
so,
but
I'll tell you what we did. I'll tell you our strategy on what we did, how we voted people out. So we saw your list. There was 5 people last night in the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there was 3 of us. So how we decided was we're each gonna pick one person to keep in, and then the other 2 are gone. That's what we decided because that seemed like the most.
2 people?
I thought it was 1 person.
2 people. 2 people.
Oh.
2 people went to the void.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, that shakes it up though.
And I think 2 people are going
y'all.
So
messy.
Yeah. So yeah, we had 3 people on that we liked, and like we each picked one person because we thought that was the most fair way, because we didn't want to just be like, you guys are gone. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was really salty, like just picking the people we want gone. Like, I mean, so that'll be some people's strategy, but we wanted to keep the people that we liked instead of getting rid of the people we don't like. Like that, we don't really know you guys yet, and so we didn't want to like base it off of like, oh, I didn't like them. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Not what we wanted to do. But I guess the 2 people. Okay, so none of you were in my group the first night, but one of the people that we voted out was Monet, and I liked her.
I don't even know her.
You don't? Okay.
Twice, yeah.
The only reason we did is because none of us had like a personal connection with her. Like, it wasn't like talking like this, because she was always like, the first night was the only time I met her. That's the only reason I didn't pick her. Like, I didn't know her. And so like, that's why she wasn't my choice. And that first night she was like working, which I totally understand, but she like was like looking like this way and like wasn't like, you know, like looking at the computer like we are right now.
Right.
You know, like, she wasn't really talking, which the first night was very overwhelming. I had like extreme extroverts in my group. So like it wasn't necessarily her fault that she couldn't get a word in. Like that wasn't really her fault. Like I could hardly get a word in that first night. So I mean it's not really her fault. And like I hope somebody like pulls her back and so we can like get to see the real her. But I don't know. I don't know how that works either. I don't know if we can pull people back or what.
Yeah, I heard that
Nick
people
does
can
it.
get voted out of the.
Oh, really?
out of the
Okay.
void.
And then the other person, which I mean, I didn't like vote for her to be gone. I don't do it. He doesn't do it.
Oh, okay. Never met him.
Nick said
The
he
other
doesn't
person
do
that
it.
like didn't get picked to stay was who was it? Oh, Elizabeth. Is that her name? Elizabeth.
That's what I was gonna guess.
I
Okay.
didn't know her either.
She didn't get picked to stay
I
either.
don't know. I hear
So I was talking with her last night, and she was saying that her last group, she promised them all that she was going to give all of them 5s when she rated all of them, and then she didn't actually. Then she rated them honestly, and I looked at her and I'm like, so you just straight up lied to their faces? And she was like, well, yeah, but I was like being honest in my rating. And she was trying to come up with excuses. I'm like, come on, dude.
I was in that group, and so when I got my results back and like I realized that she didn't vote me well, I was like, okay, so she lied. You know what I mean? And that's the reason I didn't pick her to stay.
Peace out.
And so that's why I didn't pick her to stay, is because like she wasn't honest. Like if you're not gonna vote me honestly, like just tell me that. Or like if you're gonna vote me honestly and not like, you can't lie and tell people that you're gonna give them 5s and then not. Like that's kind of crappy.
Exactly.
Like just literally, if you would have just been straight up to me and told me like I'm gonna vote you honestly, or not even have brought up the 5 thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or just like not anything maybe, and just like kept it to self.
Exactly.
Instead of like lying, because then it's like if you bring it up, it forces you to lie versus if you just don't say anything at all.
And then when you get rated bad, you know what I mean? Like you know who, like I had a feeling who kind of did it. You know what I mean? Like I kind of knew her, and so like when I had the ratings I did, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't thinking like she has to go. That's why, yes, last night I wasn't necessarily like she has to, like the only reason. So Adam, I told you I vouched for you, and I vouched for you over her because they had both met her.
Okay, well, thank you.
But I had vouched for you over her because I just told them like I was like, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't think she said that she was gonna rate us 5s, and I don't think she did. Like there was other people in my group, there was 2 other people in my group, but I think they were honest about it, and I think they did rate me 5s, but somebody didn't. I think it was her.
That's petty.
Maybe she'll learn to not say anything. Man.
I know. I mean, like, I love like voting people honestly. Like, I'm totally down for that. You know what I mean? But don't say you're gonna vote them 5s and then not do it.
Right.
Like,
that's
exactly.
I feel like we had a little lie in our group yesterday too, Dillion, with Leonard. I like Leonard, but all that lovey-dovey stuff, I'm like, hey, let's be honest here. You ain't gotta do all that with me, you know. Like you're just like, oh, I love you guys. I feel like I really like you guys. I feel like I know y'all. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Yeah, you remember Wesley was like, that ain't gonna work. Like you're definitely.
He did. Wesley was like, Wesley I'm not believing it.
Cut it with the chit chat. Like we're not friends.
Lil said the same
working
thing.
against each other.
Lil's in the Flash said the same thing last night.
About Leo?
About
Okay, when Leo was in the group with me, it was me, the Flash, Kelsey, Lils, and I think that might have been all of us. Mm-hmm. He literally called Kelsey the B word. Like he was like, B, I just said, and we were all like, whoa. Like first of all, I don't even swear. So when people swear, it already makes me a little, uncomfortable. But the fact that they didn't know each other. Like they don't know each other. So the way he used it, you could tell he was like upset. But I'm like, hey, Kelsey is so nice. Alex, you saw how she was yesterday.
She is. She's so sweet. I like her.
Nice. For him to come at her like that, and when I tell you she came back real quick
and
real hard, she was like, first of all, don't refer to me like that because I'm not that. I'm like,
you go, girl.
Kelsey, you tell him. And like he thought it was like so funny. I'm like, no, you don't refer to people you don't know like that. Like I totally understand your friends you've known for years. It's like a term of endearment. But this person you just met today, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. But like that's how he was in that group. And then yesterday he was like super lovey-dovey. I was like,
I was like not with the lovey-dovey because I didn't feel like it was genuine. Like don't be telling me first meet, I feel like I know you, because trust me, you do not.
Right. I
Right.
was like, okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was like looking a little laggy, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was I feel like if he's in the bottom group, it's definitely him tonight. Because Lils and the Flash were already feeling that way. And yesterday Wesley, so I feel like Wesley moved up. I definitely feel like
Wesley is in the power player group with Lils, with his opponent. Oh, that's a good chat tonight. I feel like it is. They're probably going through this right now.
I wish we could watch.
I know.
Nick, send us the link so we can watch.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys this. If they can't decide who to vote out, 2 people to vote out, one of them goes. So if they can't agree on somebody to vote out, then one of them goes. Yeah.
Oh man.
When I tell you I'm voting, if I'm in a power player group, y'all get one.
Right. I'm not
because that's what was stressing us out so much, is that we had to vote people out. Like we couldn't be like, oh, like I know I want her to go and only pick one person, or like, oh, like I don't know her very well and just vote her out. Like that, we couldn't do that. Like we had to vote 2 people out, otherwise one of us was going.
By the time like one of us is a power player, I feel like it's gonna be so few of us. So I'm gonna be like, wow, like
I like them. Dang.
Like these were the real people. It's the power players I'm choosing with. I want you gone.
Right. Let me get you at the bottom.
Like, do you even take the risk of like yourself being out to get that person out? Because I feel like because I'm not ready for the void. Like I'm not ready.
No, I'm not.
Either.
I'll vote out.
Okay. I don't think any of us will be voided soon. Like I didn't hear any of your names like come up. Besides the fact that Adam, they didn't know you. That's the only thing that they said. But besides like you two, I didn't hear any of your names, which is kind of a good thing in this game. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like to a certain extent, like I'll like ask them like, oh, like what about these people? Like who haven't I met yet? You know what I mean? And they like would bring up people and they like would say your name, but they wouldn't spill tea about you or anything. Which is good in this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's good. You know how we didn't spill everyone's tea? That means that we have like not a vendetta, but we already have our eyes on you. Like we have to watch out for you, type of thing. Like y'all mentioned it like this. And even though we mentioned Wesley, but we're not saying we got to watch out for him, but just know he's ready for whoever that like type of thing, but not like in a bad way.
His head is already in the game.
One person right now, so
his head is in the game. So
his head is on one. His eyes are on one person for now, but like y'all mentioned Elizabeth and we mentioned Leo, like we're like, gotta watch them. So
yeah, that was like wild. So I'm very interested to see the next time I'm in a group with him to see how he's gonna act.
I like really don't want to be.
But like it's so
I don't know if I want to either. I don't want to come after me.
Oh, if y'all would literally
I love you guys.
Yeah, I was like, y'all can see another side of me. If I have to go head to head with Leo, I would literally. I'm sorry, like I can't with the like.
I love you guys.
His mood swings are giving me whiplash. Like I was just like.
I think he'll get voted out tonight if he's lower. Yeah. Do you think he went lower, like based on like your group and stuff?
Yesterday, yes.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm trying to think who was
especially because of what Wesley said. Because he was like, you remember he was like, I love you guys, and everybody's like, oh, and then Wesley was like, I see what you're doing, and everybody was like, right. I feel like thanks to Wesley, he would have like went down. He said, for the record, nobody gets voted out tonight. Tonight is only the potential power players. Okay, so nobody gets voted out tonight.
Okay.
So I came up from the non-threats.
Right.
I came up from the non-threats, and 2 people got voted out. So some people had to take our spots though in the non-threats group.
Right.
So
who's
it all
down there?
I don't know.
I don't know who could be. Maybe the people that were in the non-threat stayed in the non-threat. Could be.
I don't know. Well, I'm not in the non-threats anymore, but I was last night. So someone has to at least take my place.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought there would be more people
because there
in
was
this group.
what 15?
Or maybe they have less people like we do. Like we used to,
No, because
right?
And there were 14.
14.
Oh. What?
Oh. You said there were 14 people?
There was 14 after what Maria or whatever her name was. Sorry. After she left, I think there was only 14, and then 2 got voted to the void. So that would leave 12. So 3 groups of 4.
3 groups of 4. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Or if unless there's only 3 power players and you put 5 in the non-threats.
I feel like
Wesley
and a week from now, it's gonna be like 2 of us chatting in the safe group, 2 power players, and then like 3 people in the non-threat to get voted out. Because you remember you said there's gonna come a time where the void has more people in it than the actual like game.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that's gonna work.
I feel like the 2 people who are like the realists, you know what I mean, are gonna be the ones who stay the longest.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to ask Brooklyn something. So you said that you feel like some people are not like being who they are or like pretending to be somebody else on camera. So I'm curious to know, because you've met more people than I have. Who is that? Who do you think it is?
It was just, honestly, it was just Elizabeth for that one reason, like the reason that she said she was going to vote as 5s.
Okay.
I definitely.
That was the only person that I was, like, when I saw that she didn't vote me as 5.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, the only person that I actually, like, had.
I talked to Elizabeth a lot yesterday, and, like, every time she spoke, I'm like, man, you are not who you're trying to be. So
what was she saying?
I don't want drama, and I'm not a big drama person, so like I don't want to start it, you know. But that's just the only person.
I'm here for the gossips, so just like spill a bean.
Deleon is messy.
Deleon is very messy. Like, let me know.
I don't want people to be like, oh, you talk about someone, because I wasn't. It was just that one incident where like,
right.
But Deleon, you've met Elizabeth, correct?
No, I haven't met Elizabeth.
Oh, that's why you want to know so much. Oh my goodness,
I haven't met them.
Well, at this point, she's in the void, so like unless she comes back, there's not a lot she can do.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, I got my eye on Leo, because after, I have a soft spot for Kelsey. Kelsey is too sweet.
I love
for
Kelsey.
What he did to her. He gotta go. I'm sorry.
He gotta go.
Leo gotta go.
In Brooklyn, I hate that we're like telling you this and you hadn't even met my man yet, but
Wait,
Leo, you said you hadn't met him yet, so we're like already.
I've met Leo.
You did? Wait, someone didn't meet Leo.
I didn't meet him.
I haven't.
Oh, Adam.
Wesley, not Leo. Okay.
Yep, I've met Leo. He's a character.
Definitely.
And I could see him saying that stuff too.
And then yesterday, somebody's camera wasn't working at the beginning, or like he couldn't hear somebody, and I was like, I can hear them, and he said, "Well, you need to leave the chat and come back because I can't hear you." And I'm like,
he did?
Whoa! It was like when we first got on, and I'm just like, just bring it down, just bring it down, like immediately, because you're already like there. And I'm like, we're safe for the night, so just be safe, like relax. But I got my eye on him. Like he was the first person that it pinged. Cause what he did to Kelsey, when I tell you Lils was so upset, Lils was like, don't ever do that to anybody else. Like don't. And she's like, especially when you don't know the person, you don't call him that word. And I'm like, who does that? I don't know. I guess it's just different. It's just different. I personally don't use curse words. So
I don't either.
I don't hear other people doing it all the time, and I'm like, you do your thing.
I don't judge people when they do.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And he just kept doing it. He's like, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay.
And there's a difference between saying it and calling someone it.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I agree.
And he outright called her that, and
it would be different if it was close.
It
Right.
changed
If they were
everything.
close
Like
and
our
knew each other,
entire
it would be different,
conversation
100%.
shifted. Right.
But since they don't know each other, like that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we just
sitting
met like
there,
a few days ago, and we're already saying that. Like,
I was
dang.
so shook.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, I'm like cool with everyone else. I am surprised that Lindsay was in a non-threat though.
Right.
I was really like that threw me for a loop. I thought she was in power play.
I was
We thought
surprised
she was
too.
a power player.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
I was
really?
surprised because I only had one conversation with her, and it was like our group was only 20 minutes that night, I think. And like she seems really nice. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
She
get to
was
know her
nice
personally,
when we met
but
her.
she's
No,
nice.
Same.
We don't see though. I don't know. I want to talk with Treasure again because the first time I met her, she was extremely quiet, and then the second time we met, she was extremely talkative. So I need to see which one.
That's what I've heard about her.
Which one is it? It was me. Did you hear from Lils?
I think so.
Because Lils and I have been in the same group, so we've met a lot of people together. So like we met Alex together, we met The Flash together, we met Leo together, we met Kelsey together. So like so many people, Wesley, we met together. So like so many people, me and her, we've always been like, did you peep that? Okay, I peeped that too. And like for her, we met her day 2 in the first one, and then like I think that it was like the second chat we met her again, and she was like super talkative. And I was like, isn't that the same girl? And I was like, wait, didn't we meet before? And she's like, oh yeah, hey. And I was like, hey, like I didn't know you could talk. Like, hey, how are you? Because like she would not interact with us unless we asked a question or something. It was like we were really like drilling her. But
did
like,
you guys meet Monet?
Yeah.
No.
You did?
I met her night 2.
Okay.
I met her night 2, and she seemed super smart. I don't know why she's out right now. Like, not like a power player for sure, but like she shouldn't be in the void yet. I don't think personally.
Well, the only reason I think is because Alex, when you guys were together, was she like facing towards the side and like not talking as much? Because I would feel bad because that's the only time I've talked to her.
Hold on, let me think back to 2 nights ago. She wasn't really. I mean, she talked. Obviously, we like asked her a question. She would elaborate, so it was never like a yes no type of. But we didn't get like a lot of interaction from her, like we're doing now. We didn't get a lot of that. I wasn't sure she was like occupied with something else, but we didn't get a lot of interaction with her. So
I felt bad because I didn't know who to pick. That's why I was like, let's just all pick someone we want to stay. And like, I think no one picked her just because they didn't have that connection. And I felt bad just because of that reason.
Right.
But like, I mean, there's people that get pulled back. I get pulled back. So like, maybe she'll be one of those that gets pulled back. I hope so. Because I mean, I'm sure she's not.
Yeah.
My first.
Seemed like she had no side to her, but it just was like not a lot of interaction. Like I said, she seemed like she has 15 minutes. It seems like she has like a dope creative side to her, but we didn't really get to know that side. It was just like less interaction. So I'm not sure she was, like Brooklyn said, was working or what, but I didn't feel like I really got to know her like that. So
I feel you.
What do you guys think of Dee Dee? Because I've only met her once, and when I did meet her, she like didn't talk at all.
Dee Dee's nice. So I had her
last night though.
Yeah, I had her in my first group. She was really nice, and she was with us yesterday. Still, like, very nice. She's very sweet. I like her.
Okay. Yeah, when I met her, like, she barely said anything, and like what she did, she seemed nice, but like didn't talk enough for me to really get her vibe.
Also,
I think we were in that group together.
You remember yesterday when Leo asked her if she had a mask on her face?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what
I wanted to throw my iPad.
I wasn't sure.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I
He asked Dee Dee yesterday, like, do you have like something on your face? Do you have a mask on? And I was like, what are you talking about? And
Yeah,
she's
we all
like,
were staring at Dee Dee
she's
like,
like, what are you talking? Like, there's not. This is my
Did
face.
she look like she had a mask on her face?
No.
no, it just looked like she was laying down in the bed and just has nice skin. That's what it looked like. So I was confused on, I guess because her skin was shining. I mean, I'm like, I mean, her skin always looks the same to me. I don't.
Why just don't ask people things like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it was
So was he trying to be a jerk, or was he just dumb?
I think at that moment he wasn't trying to be a jerk. I think he genuinely thought that
there was something on
her face. But I was looking like,
I still just ruined the mask. If there was a mask on her face and there's a mask on her face, like
yeah, I was
right.
We all just kind of paused because there was like a point of no return because he kept saying like, yeah, it looks like there's something on your face, like there's nothing, and we were just like, Leo, like stop,
right.
And I go like, well, so like, how's everybody doing?
Anyway,
yeah, like trying.
And then go back to the mask,
right?
No, she really looked like she just. It looks. I mean, it didn't look like anything. I mean, just I don't even think it looked like she even had on makeup yesterday.
Right.
So what
it would be like me asking Alex right now, do you have a mask on your face? Like that's literally how it was. Like she just looked natural. Like she wasn't glitchy or anything. I was just like, okay. So
I forgot about that. That was pretty weird. I was like,
yeah. It just
I wonder if he thought he was thinking like those like face masks that are supposed to like get stuff out of your skin, like the spa sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think that would make a little more sense.
Y'all can tell I'm just out for Leo.
It still didn't look like there was anything there because I know because I did a mask last night after we got off, but it still didn't look like anything was. I don't know. Maybe he saw what we didn't see. You know,
that could make someone insecure though. That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Is I don't want like
she was
insecure.
very confused. She's like, "What are you talking about?"
But she should take it as a compliment, though. That means your skin looks nice.
She has good skin.
True.
Really good skin. She has really nice skin.
She does. I would be like,
I don't remember her that way.
Don't hate.
Right? Like this ain't no mask. This is just natural.
See, I feel like if someone would have said that to me, I would have been like, "There's something wrong with my face."
Right?
I'm a little soft, though. I'm a little soft.
Leon is out for Leo.
Girl, I have so much more. He also thinks that Nick is one of the people in the game. So first he accused the Flash. He's like, the Flash, I know you're Nick, like blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday he kept saying Wesley was Nick. And we're just like, what? So like we just went along with it like it was a joke. To entertain it.
Though. I thought it was a joke, but I think he really thinks that.
No, he really
Goodness gracious.
Because I was with him 2 days in a row. Like before that, it was me, the Flash, Kelsey, and he was like, "The Flash,
that was
Nick." Yeah, he legit thought that the Flash was Nick, and we were like, "That's not him." And Nick kept like typing like, "Haha, like I'm a real person, like I'm not the Flash." And he's like, "Oh, okay, the Flash. When you email me tonight, like." And you like jump onto these one time and he's like, "Hey, I'm Nick. I'm not going to be surprised." And we're just like, what are you talking about?
Oh, no.
Liz was literally like, I'm not.
He probably also
Liz was trying to
He probably also believes the Earth is flat and then the moon landing was fake and Walt Disney's head is cryogenically frozen. I mean.
The Earth is
That's
flat.
what it sounds like.
You see the water and the sky meet.
Right.
Because it does, if you look, it does look okay.
It's just like,
you know, when you look far back in the water, it looks like the sky.
It's just like the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Honestly,
it does. I see why people did think the world was flat. I'm like, because if they didn't know any better and you didn't travel across the water, it does look like that the clouds and the water are together.
But the water would just fall off the side, right? Or is there like a high little mountain on it? So the water doesn't fall off.
You know, some people don't even think about things like that. They just get an idea and they run with it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think logically here. Okay.
There's some documentary of like people trying to prove that the Earth is flat, and they accidentally proved that the Earth is a sphere, and they're like, oh well, we messed up that experiment, I guess. I don't know.
Or like when they posted, we have flat earthers all around the globe, and somebody was like, right around the globe.
Yeah.
That means all the constant. That means everything would be connected if it was flat. If it was just flat, everything would be connected. Like
it's a square.
Yeah.
Unless there was different sides, right?
Right. I don't know. It's like it's a cube.
It was like a cube.
Everything would just be like dirt. Like, let's just think about that, people. Or like people that thought that the world was ending in 2012, so they were building like arcs and stuff. And I'm like, it says the next apocalypse is going to be fire. So you're building an ark out of wood.
Right. That's real.
Make it make sense. It didn't. I'm like,
she said, make it make sense. She's like, hold on. If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Can you go ahead and add this up for me? Because I'm not getting the same answer.
Yeah. Like, y'all remember that? It was like a whole epidemic. Like they were doing so many interviews and stuff. And this one guy said he started a year ago building the ark. I'm like, so we're supposed to have like a world fire, and then you build an ark of wood.
Man.
Like you. Ashamed to interview. You should be ashamed to say that you did.
Unless you're supposed to be afloat at the same time, are going on again, but
right. She said you should be ashamed. Oh my goodness.
How much time do we have left anyway?
Like a minute. He's just gonna start clicking us out in like 30
Not
seconds.
click me out. I want to say goodbye.
Right. Last night I was like, no.
Clicks me out.
I think we have like 5 minutes or so. Oh.
Wait. Maybe.
Is that it?
No, it's not.
No, we're still here.
He usually gives us a 2-minute warning. Nick, say something, Nick. Where'd she go?
Was that? She just pulling a prank? And just like,
what is going on right now?
Oh, girl, you scared us.
We thought you.
No, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
We were like, where'd she go? We thought we were getting clicked out. We're like, oh wait. Okay, you're back.
Oh
I think today should be
that's always like you're always like bye.
Yeah, because I started clicking.
It's always funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what were we talking about before that happened?
So, are we voting again tomorrow? Like, do the power players vote again tomorrow on who gets kicked off?
So yeah. What did he say? He said, for the record,
that means that we could all go down
tonight. Tonight is only the potential power players. So no one is a power player right now. I think they're going to choose from the groups that we have to get people to be power players.
But doesn't the group change every night based on parties? Okay, yeah.
But like technically, one of us could go down and we could not be safe.
Did Nick give you your averages yesterday?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He gave us ours, and it shook it up. It shook like everything up.
I was like a 1.8.
What?
Yeah. I was like a 1.8 average.
Maybe because not a lot of people met you?
Maybe. I don't know. It was so weird though.
Who had the lowest average?
That was me. I had the lowest average.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I think I was tied.
You okay? I liked your rapping. Your rapping's what did it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Right. You seem cool. You seem cool.
Well,
no,
thanks,
I honestly just thought you were one of the realest people in our group.
Oh, sweet.
Even though we only talked for like 25 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like you were quieter in the group, but like you made a good point. Like you were like, there's just so many extroverts in this game that we don't have room to talk sometimes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everyone's just talking over each other. And like you said that you guys have just kind of been like sitting back waiting for a turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's a good point because I didn't even think about that. Like I was just thinking like, oh, some people are just like really, quiet and like don't want to talk to us really. Mm-hmm. And like that's kind of like what I saw it as. But when you said that, like it really opened up my eyes.
Cool. Huh.
Interesting.
Well, glad I could be of help.
Yeah, thanks for enlightening me.
That's so silly. I can't. Brooklyn, what was yours? Your average?
I think it was like a 4.1, but the Flash and Lil's was high.
Oh wow.
Or like I think it was like a 4.16, but the Flash was like a 4. I can't remember. It might have been like a 4.5, and Lil's was like a somewhere around that too. Oh wait, no. Lil's was like a 4.5, and the Flash's was like a 4.9. Like he had gotten really good, almost perfect.
Oh wow.
One person gave him a 4.
Yeah. What were you guys? You said it caused drama.
I had a 3.75.
I had 3.44.
Right.
So what drama did it cause?
Kelsey had a 4.0, right? Wesley had the lowest average. So we were all trying to figure out, like, okay, is it the people with the highest averages that get to be power players? And then we were like, wait, what are these averages of? Are they the averages of, like, who would be the best leader? Like, how many things factored in? What's good? What's not good? Mm-hmm. It was just like, because we were right in the middle. So, like, all of our numbers were also in the middle. So we were just like, we don't know who's in a good position and who's not in a good, like.
Do you guys want to be power players?
Yes.
I don't mind. Yeah.
I would love to be a power player.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you have somebody that you want to vote off. Like, I know.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wait, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Okay, I know, like, Deleon. How do you say the name? Sorry.
Deleon.
Deleon. Okay, I was going to say it right. I just don't want to mess it up. I know you said, like, you have somebody that you want to vote off. Like, I feel like that makes it easier. But, like, last night it was hard because, like, we didn't know everybody. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I feel like if he's not in the bottom, but, like, the thing is, I'm going to be open, like, regardless.
Right.
Because I can't put myself in a position to be voted into the void. So, like you were doing.
So we're going to compromise.
So, yes, you have to compromise. You have to be open-minded. You have to go in with a plan. So I really like what you did. Everybody pick a person to be saved. And then we go from there. That was really smart. So I definitely, like, piggyback on that idea. Like, I wouldn't go right in and be like, oh, Leo. Like, I have to be open-minded. Because if I'm too fixated on him and I spend too much time trying to plead my case, then it's going to be me. Because I've been the only person who hasn't been open to hearing everybody else's ideas. So you have to be open.
Yeah. And somebody else's idea may be way better than yours.
Exactly.
And then and then when they tell you, you're like, oh dang, that does make sense. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. And it's hard when like obviously not all of us had met everybody, and so like that made it really hard. And I just feel guilty, like, honestly, because I feel like I haven't known you guys long enough. So like I really like was thinking about it. I was sitting there thinking, like, okay, who wouldn't I want to leave? Like, who do I want to get to know more? Or like, who hadn't I had a chance to talk to enough? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like what you're sitting there thinking at that point. And I don't know. I feel like you have to sit there and really think, because like you don't want to make like a rash decision just because like you don't know them. Or,
right.
Which is why voting Monet out kind of sucked, honestly, because like we didn't know her, and it was just that was the only thing. We didn't have another perfect.
Wait, who was the other person you said?
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know why I forgot that.
I don't know either of them, so I would have felt incredibly awkward voting them out.
Yeah.
So.
Now the Maria girl, I've yet to meet her, but you say she's out anyway.
She's out. I met her in the first night, and she talked over everybody.
Oh, really?
We have like, oh god.
I think it's time now. Bye.
Bye.